What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of KJD Investor. This is yours truly, KJ. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the portfolio. As you can see right now, guys, we are looking at the investing account sitting at $58,858.05. According to this, we've made almost $1,300 today, $12.56 and 16 cents. Portfolio is finally making some traction in the positive upright position. We're up 2.18% on today. Excuse me. We got $22.20 in the buying power, but that's not the story of tonight or today, whatever time you're watching this. Bitcoin right now still at 84,000. We need that to come back up because I bought Bitcoin roughly at 96 and 97,000. I still, y'all, in case you haven't noticed, I do have some Doge. Doge has moved to 17 cents a share. I have 1,023.69 quantities of Doge. I'm going to continue to hold long term because I'm very optimistic about the market and about crypto and about the future of crypto. I'm going to tell you guys why I decided to finally take a bite out of the crypto apple, if you would say, if you would call it that. It's because every gas station I go to, every little convenience store or whatever, I'm seeing these Bitcoin ATM machines like everywhere. Bitcoin ATM machines everywhere. And so I know they're not going to build these machines, make these machines, or put them in all these different stores and Circle K's and Sprints and different gas stations and mom and pop stores just to not do something with the digital currency world. I know there's something about it that's going to be here to stay. So I said, why not go ahead and invest into the future and go ahead and start upping up my crypto account, which is what I started doing. Anyway, on to the bread and butter of this portfolio, the stocks and the ETFs. Guys, before we go over these next couple of positions, I just want to remind you why it is so important for me not only to keep you guys updated on what I buy, but to give you guys the opportunity to explain in the comments what I should do and should not do, in your opinion, with what I'm trading, not trading. What are you trading? I don't want this to be just me talking and telling you. I want you guys to also interact and conversate back with me through the comments and tell me what you suggest. Tell me what you see as a good thing, what you see as a questionable thing, and what you see as something that we can all do to get better. Because this is what this page is all about. This channel is all about. We're here to get better. Now, let me remind you of this. It's three big main reasons why I continue to invest, even when the market was down for like 21 days straight that we just went through. Even when the market is up, even when the market is sideways, I continue to invest. And guys, you remember when this investing account was over $65,000. My investing account, once it was at all-time highs, was at $65,000. And now look at us. We are down to $58,000. Guys, so I've lost a lot as well, but it's never really a loss until you sell. So you have to remember that. And we're up today without moving a muscle, $1,255. Now, the three main reasons why I continue to invest, even when the market's up, down, or sideways, is because I want to have the opportunity to buy back my time, my more choices, and my freedom. I want more time, more choices, and my freedom. When I say time, what am I talking about? I want my assets to be big enough to generate enough income that I don't have to go clock in on another person's job, or even have to worry about running my own business, which is something that I do. I do have a 9-to-5, but I also have about 3 businesses. I got an online YouTube business, as you are witnessing now. I also have, with that brings me income that we recently got monetized. So thank you guys for all your continued support. Excuse me. I also got a online retail store where I sell goods and services online in my store. And when it comes to shoes, clothes, when it comes to different utensils in the kitchen, party equipment, whatever, I sell it online. Also, I'm an author. I write and publish my own books, and I put them out for the world to enjoy. So those are 3 different businesses right there that I do. Also, like I said, in the daytime, I work a regular job, 9 to 5, like everybody else. That helps pay taxes, and it helps offset some of the implications of tax gains and things like that. So, not sure why I went to that, but anyway. So yeah, that's about buying back my time. Choices. I want to have choices in life, y'all. Nothing is worse than having a nice young life, not having the choices to do the things in life that you want to do. If you want to be able to be off on a Saturday when it's the sun in the summertime, the sun is shining, your family's having a cookout, and you want to be there, or your cousins them getting married and you can't, and you want to be there, or if your sister or your brother's having a child and they're in the hospital going into labor and you want to be there, but you have this 9 to 5 that has you hooked by the you know what, so you can't get to where you want to be. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not good. Don't nobody like to be in that kind of predicament. Nobody that I know, basically. And I know for me, myself, I got tired of that. Every time you want to be off on a weekend, you got to ask for permission. I get tired of that. Excuse me. Anytime you need to go to the doctor throughout the weekday, but you're working, you get tired of that. So you want your assets to be able to generate enough income to support you and your needs. That way, you don't have to ask permission no more. You don't have to wonder, well, can I be off in time for the cookout? Well, can I be off in time for my brother and his wife to come to town? Can I be off in time for to join my sister and her husband for game day, late night thrills and chills and things like that? You know, kick back on the patio, drinking your favorite Coca-Cola and cooking out on the grill and things like that. You know, whatever it is that you fill in the blank with what the things you like to do, you know, fill in the blank. Don't worry about what I'm saying, because I know what I like to do. But I'm saying you fill in the blank for yourself. Maybe fishing is your thing. Maybe you want more time to go fishing. Maybe you want to have choices to go bowling, go out to dinner, take whoever to whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want more time and you want more choices. Those are 2 big reasons why I continue to invest in the market when it's up, down, or sideways, or inside out and upside down. Those are 2 big reasons why I continue to invest. And number 3 is to have the freedom in my life to come and go as I choose. Nothing says happiness to me. Nothing is more fulfilling. Nothing says more fulfilling than having the freedom, the flexibility to go and come as you please. To be able to buy the things that you want to enjoy, like that new car that had 1,200 horsepower, that new house, got a 3-story house, that new owned beach vacation home. Those types of things, you have the freedoms to get these things and not worry about how you're going to pay for it, because you have assets, man. You have assets built up that's going to be able to pay for your lifestyle. Guys, I had to get a new phone. I had an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Had it for the longest of times. Now, of course, you guys know that the latest iPhone out right now is the iPhone 16. So I recently cashed out some Apple stock because I was already in the surplus of Apple. I cashed out some Apple stock and I took my profits, went directly to the Apple store, and I purchased me a brand new Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max. without sweating, without double thinking, without checking our bank account, without worrying about what other bills not going to get paid. I didn't have to do all of that. Why? Because I had assets. I have assets that builds up my income, that builds up my net worth, that builds up in my account. So I can see that and I can pull from that particular company's stock and go purchase an item that that company actually sells and that I use on a daily basis. You see what I'm saying? Assets provide the freedom. I didn't have to prepare guys, I bought this phone straight out. Is what I'm trying to say. No contracts, no hidden fees, nothing crazy like that. Over $1,200, right? But I was able to do that with no problem because I have the assets to do it. Excuse me. Once you guys have your assets built to a certain level, you can begin to, I'm not saying make a habit of it, because we're trying to get the freedom. We're trying to get the financial freedom where your assets can take care of your entire lifestyle and your family and everybody that lives under your roof all at one time. But in order to get there, we have to sacrifice in the short term. We have to be working now. We have to continue to provide, continue to put into the market, continue to do the right things and just stay consistent. We have to stay consistent with our investments. Keep going, no matter how mundane and boring and regular it may feel or seem or anything like that. We got to keep pushing in the right direction. And once we do that, guess what happens? We will finally one day, somehow, some way, hit and reach that financial threshold that will secure you for the rest of your life. Maybe your number is 200,000. Maybe your number is 500,000. Maybe your number is 700,000. Maybe your number is 1 million. Maybe you're like me. You want at least 2 million. Maybe you want to be a multimillionaire. I don't know. I don't know what's your why and why you do what you do. But you have to know, and you have to continue to press forward to why you continue to want to invest. Use this video. Let this be a sign to you to stay encouraged, stay motivated, keep pushing. Even when it looks like you don't got all your returns right now. Case in point, 58,000. It might not feel like you're back to where you were, but at least you're not where you used to be. And you're going to continue to go up because the stock market was not created to go down and stay down. It was created to go up, and those temporary pullbacks we call bear markets are opportunities to buy the dip, buy more of your favorite companies and ETFs. Those opportunities don't last long. And if you didn't take advantage of all the red days, guys, I don't know what to tell you, because that's where you build the wealth. You build the wealth in the red days, but you collect the wealth in the green days. Okay? So just remember that. Keep that in mind. For me, I like to invest in BitBoy Blue Chip. That's the Mag 7, the S&P 500, FTEC in my area specific ETF. And the area is technology. So these are my ETFs of choice. These are my stocks of choice to get me to where I want to go even faster, right? NVIDIA had a big upsurge today, 121.49 a share. I mean, wow. I'm just looking at some of the stuff in my portfolio, guys. I'm telling you, having a business helps, it works, but you're not going to always want to be hands-on with those businesses. Excuse me. You're not going to always want to be hands-on with the things that it takes to get the job done. But that's why your stocks, that's why these ETFs, that's why the Mag 7, that's where these things come into play. Right here, we got a traditional IRA sitting at $40,052.61. We're up today in this account almost $2,000. We're up 5.12% on today. Buying power, $476.53. And right now we're looking at a sea of green on the investments. As I said before, of course, it's not at all-time highs like it was before. A correction has happened within the market, but it's okay, because I feel like by the summer, even before the end of the year, our portfolios will be back up to how they were before the crash ever happened. before this terror war talk and the crash happening with the market, because 47 up there in office, before all of that, I believe our portfolios to get back to those levels in no time. So that's why I've been buying the dip. I sure have. I've been buying the dip because the dip is going to help provide towards those aspirations and goals I was just telling you guys about. More time, more choices, and more freedom. Those are my big three that I'm trying to have with the investing ordeal. So don't forget that. Right now we're at that $98,909 mark. Clearly it's back. It's finna get back over 100K, and that's no exaggeration. It's finna definitely do that. You guys, I'm gonna continue investing. I'm gonna continue buying whole long term, and I'm just gonna continue let the market trust into the rhythm of the market and the compounding interest effect. Einstein even went as far as to say it was like the eighth, ninth wonder of the world, the compounding interest. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let this thing continue to make more money for me, continue to compound the interest. I'm gonna continue to buy and hold big boy blue chips, ETFs, and stocks long term. If you got any kind of questions, comments, concerns, drop them down in the comment box below. I enjoy bringing y'all these videos. This is KD Investor signing off. Over and out. Peace.